Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Megan. I do sewing and embroidery and other crafty things, and in today's video we are going to be cleaning up all of this stuff. So in a minute I'm going to quickly go through my craft room and just kind of overall how dirty and disgusting it is, what my plans are for organizing it, and then we'll start doing some time lapses for cleaning. So I last cleaned this up in a couple weeks ago. However, if you are also own a small business, you know how dirty and disgusting it gets in like milliseconds. So that's kind of what happened. And all of these different boxes in here are kind of a combination of like fabric and just stuff that I brought back from my parents' house that are just kind of big bulky things that I don't really know what to do with. So yeah, let's go through the craft room and I'll show you all of my disgusting dirtiness. All right, so you walk in. The heat press is right here. I've always had it here. It just works best for me. So as you can see, there's tons of boxes. These are kind of just a bunch of fabric, a bunch of minky fabric. As you can see, I have some of my Easter fabric that I still have to put away. A lot of these are also Joann's bags that either barely have anything in them or they're empty. So again, but this is a bunch of minky baby fabric that I brought back from my parents' house. Over here I have obviously an Easter bunny, so hint hint at a future video. Got some fabric from Joann's, which hint hint for another video. And there's a bunch of fabric. So I've been trying to organize my applique fabric, but it hasn't really been working. So I bought this 5-tier shelf unit from Amazon. That looking at it, I think it'll fit here perfectly. It's kind of like a nice wood-toned color, and I'm still planning on getting rid of these plastic tables, but they work for now. There's a bunch of stabilizer. I don't even know if I can walk in my closet, but you can kind of see my closet. Okay, sorry about that. My phone fell, so there's a bunch of stuff on the bottom here that I don't know what to do with. I just kind of shoved all my crap in here and was like, hey, I'll deal with it another day. So today's another day. My fabric is going to stay in the corners there. I just have to organize the bolts. There's a ton of stuff up here as well that I don't really know what to do with. I also have some ribbon for tutus that I haven't made, some vinyl boxes, which I don't even know what are in there. And then there's more fabric. And over down here, I have a bunch of bins that, again, I don't really know what to do with. This kind of has a miscellaneous craft supplies and stuff like that in there. And here is some more boxes. So overall, I have to do a big organization because I don't really know where everything is right now. These are for hopefully a future video as well. So there's my disgusting closet. So here is actually, I like this system. This is where I have all my pre-cut applique pieces. So I will eventually organize them by color, but I don't have that much, so I think this is fine for now. Full trash bin. You need to take that out. I need to, this for the most part is good to go. This is where I keep my applique sample pieces. I might kind of fold them up and get them more organized. There's a plastic bag that can be thrown away. Here's my embroidery and printing area. So as you can see, I have a bunch of little threads everywhere, and I also have some embroidery thread that I have to put away on top of the the temp adhesive spray. And under here, I have a bunch of applique fabric, which again, I need to organize. But I am planning on building those drawers today to get that done and all nicely put together, so it'll look like a nice aesthetic. So a couple weeks ago when I was organizing, this is where I've been putting my embroidery thread. I think it's been working great. So I just have to put all of these different threads over there. I had it organized by color, so I'll just have to put that all together. In the back is where I keep my bobbins, and then down here is like miscellaneous embroidery supplies, and that's parchment paper. It's not tin foil. That's what I use for my heat press. And then as you saw over before, I had some stabilizer in the other corner, so this is where all my stabilizer goes. For the most part over here, it's pretty organized. I just kind of have to move some papers around. Over in the corner is like where I like to print my shipping labels. I just find that it's a nice place to keep it. That basket is for my open orders, and also I keep my plastic sleeves to organize my orders in. Got some pins. I got some random elastic that I have to throw away. So this desk for the most part is pretty organized. I just kind of have, it's just not put together for the most part. So I don't know. I'm just getting overwhelmed just looking at it all, but I think I'll probably start with this since it's the least dirty of the areas, and then kind of put stuff away from there. Over here is my AJ blanks I keep at the top, and I might move the boys down here because I have a lot of girl shirts. And over down in here I have some different samples, and down there is a nice Cheez-Its box, of course. I don't even know how long that's been sitting there. And then there are some samples, the shorts that I made for St. Patrick's Day. This is kind of like my shipping area, which I like. It works well for me. So in these drawers here, I have all my shipping supplies. So my stickers, as you can see, I have also some priority mail stickers as well. And then I have my poly mailers. And then I have some random shirts and stuff down there. And then on top of here, I have a purse that I haven't finished. And yeah, so over here, this corner over here, I have some fabric I have to put away, as well as some random hair bows. So I have my packaging supplies, as well as some cardstock and my hand presses. And over here is just a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. So this is where I keep my baby lock, or not my baby lock, my lock 1034 DX, which is my serger. Got it from Walmart. And then there's a bunch of stuff over there. So lots to do today, folks. Lots to do. So I'm just going to slowly get through it. I don't know if I'll finish it all today, but my parents are supposed to be visiting tomorrow and helping me hang up stuff. So I don't want this to be a complete disaster when they get here. So we'll just see how much I get done. This might be like a whole weekend vlog. I don't know. I'm not much of a clean person. As you can see, I don't really like to clean, but when I clean, I feel very pleased with myself. So we'll just see how much I get done, and I'll film clips here and there and kind of update you guys. But like I said, for right now, I'm going to work on organizing this desk here. For the most part, it's pretty put together. It's just kind of organizing the different pieces. So yep, time to organize. Okay, so here's what I got done so far. So I cleaned the front desk portion of my office my craft room. As you saw, I packed a bunch of Minky and baby fabric, so this is going to be my baby blanket section. This also has a bunch of fabric for baby blankets, which actually reminds me. So I actually even have a bunch of fat quarters, which I was planning on making baby blanket samples. So I got these all from Spoonflower. I'm planning on doing a video for this as well. So definitely check that out. Once I post it, I'll let you guys know. So here are all the different fat quarters that I got. I think they were about $4 each. With Spoonflower is a pretty good deal. So I'm going to put all of these samples in this box as well, so I know it's all in one place. And over here, like I said, I have a bunch of minky fabric for future blankets. And then here are actually a bunch of scarves that I made to sell for my Etsy shop. I think I might just like sell them for like, drop it down to 15, because right now I think it's $20 right now for each of these scarves. So I'll probably drop the price down, so hopefully I can get some of these sold. I have sold a couple of them, but as you can see, it's a pretty big bag, so I really want to get rid of them. But I would like to sell them rather than just throw them in the garbage. Talking about throwing in the garbage, I'm going to be getting rid of this box here just because it takes up too much space. And then here's a bunch of random crap that was shoved at the end of this box that I'm going to throw away as well, just because it's all wrinkled and smelling gross. So that's the plan. I'm going to put all these 3 things in my closet, in my personal closet in my bedroom, because it's also a big closet and I'm using up like 25% of the space. So might as well put the stuff that I'm not really using right now in there, so it's out of the way of my craft room. Alright, sorry for all the mess in the background, but we are done with the shelf. As you saw in my last clip, I actually really like this shelving unit. They have a four shelves option, but I chose the 5 because I have a lot of fabric. I just wish it was a little bit wider. So like here's my hand for reference, so it's not super wide, but hopefully this will do the trick. I got this from Amazon and I'll link it down in the description below. But I mean, look how tall this thing is. It's great. A little wobbly, but luckily I'm just going to be putting fabric on this, so I don't think it should be that big of a deal. But yeah, I'm 5'8" for reference, and here's where it stands, so kind of to my chin, so pretty tall. But yeah, now I'm going to get back to organizing so I can put this in the room and then start putting fabric on it. All right, I interrupt this programming for a brief tour of my apartment. So I just cleaned it and I put up a bunch of pictures. My parents came and helped me. So here's the kitchen. It's getting kind of dark. I think it's around 5. When you walk in, there's my bedroom. Still have to put up pictures and stuff, but it's fine for now. And then you go in here. Here is my dining room / work table that I also use to cut fabric, which you can see my little cutting mat there. So I like to use this a lot. And then I kind of have a little lookout. So I really love how the floor plan's really open. Then you walk in and there's a beautiful mirror right above my couch. And then here is a little shelving unit. I often sit here and do Zoom meetings, so I kind of want it aesthetically pleasing. The shelf is a little crooked, but it's fine. There may or may not be some holes behind there, but anyways. And here's the TV. I have a couple pictures. I got a plant to cover up some of the wiring. My Wi-Fi is over there as well. So I got 2 pictures for that. Got a mirror. And then again, there's the couch with a little dinner tray. And there I am, there's the mirror. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little tour of my apartment. I know it has nothing to do with this video, but since this video is all about organizing, I thought I would show you how organized my apartment is now. Probably won't be in like 2 seconds, but you know, just wanted to show you guys. So I got a bunch of comic board cutout things. I got them a bunch from Amazon. So right now I'm going to grab all my fabric and start putting it on there. And I'm gonna have a whole totally other video that's kind of related to this video, I guess, about how I'm gonna be organizing my shelves and kind of doing time lapses and things like that. So I'm gonna get those and start filming this video. Okay, so the main room is pretty good to go. So I moved all of my embroidery thread except of course one that I'm just noticing now. I have 2 empty bins that I have to put away. There's my sample fabric. So as you guys recall, before I had a bunch of fabric under here, and what I've been doing is I got this new shelving unit from Amazon that you guys saw me create yesterday. So I got a 100 pack of comic book cardboard things. I think it's like 10 by 6 inches or something like that, and I've just been kind of wrapping my fabric around it. I haven't organized it by color or anything yet because I still have more fabric to roll up, and I ran out of the cardboard. So this is what we got done so far, but I think it is very aesthetically pleasing, and as you can see, I'm running out of room, but I have 2 drawerfuls, actually maybe even more than that, full of fabric. So I got a whole new shelving unit for all of that, so that'll be nice, and it's literally the same exact one, so very pleased with it. But here is the main area, all nice and clean. I put my Cricut mats over there because my Cricut's there, and I haven't used my Cricut in a while, so kind of wanted everything to be in one little section. So yeah, this is what we got so far. I cleaned up this area, everything down here. Probably have to vacuum as well, but hint, hint at a future video with that, which I'm hoping to start filming today. So now that we got all that done, now we got this big hot mess express over here to deal with. So let me turn the light on. So as you can see, it's a lot of stuff that I don't really know what to do with. I have things up here. I actually, now that I'm looking at it, I have some little bags here that I might put in this plastic container there and put it somewhere. I don't really know. I'm just going to slowly start tackling this and we'll see how far we get. All right, so we are all done. So let me give you guys a grand tour. So you walk in, heat press is right here. Then I have some priority mail shipping boxes, which I'm not using now, but I will for the future. Then I have my rivet press and my snap press, then heat and bond light, and then way in the back there is some cardstock. So these need to be put away, but anyways, so there is something I'm going to be working on today. Here's my serger. I really wanted something nice and sturdy for my serger compared to my other machines. I feel like this one definitely requires a nice sturdy surface. So then you go over here to kind of the packaging organizing station. So here are my rulers, and I didn't have a place for my large poly mailers and my large plastic sleeves over there. So I just kind of laid them on top there. I might get another 3 stack drawer things. I'm not really sure. So let me move this here. I have a lot of miscellaneous things that I don't really know what to do with yet. So anyway, so here are all my blanks. These are all the girl ones that I offer. I just put the white ones in here because I only offer white shirts at the moment. So I organized them all by size. Down here are my girl shirts that are different colors. And then I have some baby gowns as well. And then beneath that is all of my boy shirts, which I also have in gray as well. I'm gonna organize those all by size. And then down below here, I'm gonna have to eventually move this, but these are all of my samples that I recently made. So if I ever get an order for a size in that particular skirt or anything that I already have made, I can just grab it and ship it. And there's the hair bows as well for those. So here are the large plastic envelopes. I usually use these for my knit scarves and things like that. Just things that are really big and bulky. Maybe even adult sweatshirts and things I usually use that for as well. So here is my shipping station. I also have some miscellaneous items. So these I use to clean my sewing machines and serger and things like that. And I got these thank you stickers. Got priority mail stickers back here, some clear packaging tape, and of course my good old scale that I use occasionally, but I usually ship the same items over and over again, so I don't usually use that. And then way in the back there are the different stickers. I don't usually use stickers now, except I use these thank you stickers for my invoices. Here, these are all my poly mailers. So as you can see, I have a lot of fun ones. I got these from Amazon. Here are the smaller plastic clear resealable, reusable tape things. I don't know. So I use that. There's a stamp right there I don't really use, but I use all of these ones for like summer and spring. So probably once April occurs, which today it's the 27th, so probably like April and May I'll start using these for my girl and boys. You see there's a fun flamingo one. So I like to use these for like the warmer weather. I would like to get some for Christmas and stuff like that as well, maybe the fall, but for now that's what I have. So here are the poly mailers that I use for girls. It's like a blue floral design that says thank you on it, so I use that for my girl orders. And then I use a classic boy gingham black checkered poly mailer for all my boy orders, which I'm trying to make more boy outfits, so definitely stay tuned for future videos on that. And then down below here are just a bunch of shirts and stuff. I haven't even looked in here. My Etsy packaging tape that I got a couple years ago for selling face masks like crazy. And then here are also some Munbin stickers. I haven't used these yet, as you can see. So anyways, so that's that. You might see these random, I use these to, when I move, to kind of make sure my drawers didn't fall out. So anyway, so there are my different Cricut mats, because again, I have my Cricut right here. I like to package my orders right here as well, just because obviously it's right by the drawers and it's nice and easy. Here I have my miscellaneous items, so I have like scissors, my thank you cards are here as well, so I can just quickly grab a thank you card. I have my adapter thing for my MacBook, some random threads and things like that. So anything that's just kind of miscellaneous I put in here that I use fairly frequently. Got my mini heat press here as well. I also have my iron down here. I usually kind of keep that down here if I'm not using it because I have limited space up top, so that's what I do with that. And I haven't put away my, I usually put my elastic on top of my drawers because I use that a lot. Then I got my tape. I got all of my magic clips here as well. I think I got like 2 sets worth on Amazon, so I think there's like approximately 200 clips. I doubt I have that many because, you know, they snap and stuff like that. But anyways, so I got this. I got the I got that as well. Then I use this to put my phone on when I work. My uncle actually made it for me. And then I also include my little pins here for when I thread the elastic through the casing for my skirts and shorts, so that way I know exactly where they are. I got my pins as well. And here, so this is something new that I added to my shop. It's essentially a gift card for people to use. I recommend that you guys consider getting these. I got these from Vistaprint, or Vistaprint, however you pronounce it. So essentially, although I am using Etsy, I really want to drive more traffic to my website. So I think a 10% off is like, not much, but 15% off is quite the difference for your next order. So I said, get 15% off your next order with my website, and then on the back, which I don't want to show you guys the code because I don't want you to cheat, I have the code for them to check out as well. So I think so far it's actually been working out really well. Although I haven't gotten any orders on my website yet, I think this has been helping drive traffic to it. So I'm very pleased with that. So I think I got about 500 of these from Vistaprint, and I include these in every single one of my orders. So moving on. This is what I use to organize all of my snaps, as well as my price tags, or not my price tags, my clothing labels. So here, for example, are my shop name for the clothing labels that I use, and I'm kind of annoyed because I'll show you. So here are the ones that I just ordered from Mountain Street Arts, and these are the ones that I like. I like the white. However, I accidentally ordered the tweed, so it's gonna be looking off for a while because 2T is usually my most popular size. So I'm just gonna run through these, and every time I order from them, I'm gonna make sure I ask for the white canvas or whatever this sort of material is, so then it matches, because my OCD is kind of going off a little too much here. So anyways, that's what I do. I'm hoping to find something easier to organize all my size tags, because as you can see, some of them are mixed together and it's kind of hard to figure out how many of each size I have left. So I'm thinking of possibly doing like a barcoding system, which I will definitely show you guys how I do that in a future video as well if I end up doing that. So that's that. I just kind of like to use this as my main center. And then of course I have a pair of little clippers there. My good old sewing machine, the Juki TL2010Q. Leave a comment in the description if you want to see me do a review on this machine. I think I've had it a little bit longer than I've had my embroidery machine. So I will definitely be willing to do a video for you guys if you just let me know if that's what you want to see. Then I got my little trash can here, which I love, so you can just watch and it goes up. Instead of slamming, it slowly goes down. I don't know why, that just is so satisfying to me. And down here, I have my different patterns. So the ones that I use frequently, I put in the top here. This one I don't use, so I'll probably move that. And then I have my different manila envelopes with the different sizes. So as you can see, I have dress written on this one. That means that I have a dress cut out in that specific size. This one I have a dress cut out, and then if it's ever not exactly 18 to 24 months that it's listed, I always put what exact size it is. So for example, this is a 2 year skort. So that's what I put for that. Put all that back. This is also part of my shipping station. So I have kind of like pens and pencils and different random things back there that I don't use that much. This is what I use to organize all my orders. So as you can see, I have a white basket here, and I actually have another white basket that I'm thinking of putting in my kitchen area, because that's where I cut out my fabric. So I'm thinking of having this one for orders that are cut out and ready to go, because they'll be right next to my sewing machine. And then I'll have another white basket kind of in my kitchen for orders that I need to cut things out. So that's kind of what I'm planning on doing. Have my one bin shipping label. I believe I got this from Amazon or something like that for about $200. Well worth it. I think it was actually a little bit more because it was in pink, but I just like the pink. It's satisfying to me. So anyway, so that's that table. Here is what I use to organize all of my embroidery threads and serger threads. So I have the big ones on top, of course, because although it could fit underneath, I just like the big ones on the top. Some I haven't opened yet, but I have them organized by colors. Same thing down here, I have them all organized by colors as well, and then there's my serger thread in front of that. I actually, even today, I got some black serger thread because I'm going to be serging some items that are black, and I just think it will look weird if I use white serger thread, so I'll include all of that there as well. Here, that blue thing right here is my parchment paper, and then these are all miscellaneous stabilizers. So I have my cutaway, I have my tearaway, I have my no show poly mesh, got my tender touch, and then I have a couple rolls of the water soluble stabilizer. Down here are again more miscellaneous items that I use. In this basket here, I have some of my needles, my different sorts of needles that I use. I got some glue there, and then I think that's my handheld rivet press there as well. So that's that. Now I haven't found a place to put my embroidery, my different hoops, but I just kind of put them here for now because I don't really know what to do with them, because I like to have certain stations. So if anything's related to embroidery, I like it to be near the embroidery station. And especially even with packaging, I kind of like it all to be in one area, that I can easily just grab things and go about my day. So then back here, I have my temp adhesive spray. I actually need to get another one of those because I think it's about 2/3 empty. Yeah, I don't think there's much in there. I got a crap ton of bobbins that'll take me like years to get through. I'm still working on my first one that I got, and I've got that one like a year ago. So, but now hopefully I'll be getting more orders, so I'll go through these bobbins a lot quicker. And I got these from Amazon. They're like the plastic pre-wound white bobbins. And then I have the organ needles, 7511, that I use for my embroidery machine. And then there beneath that are more of those coupon cards that I showed you guys previously. Now here, of course, the good old embroidery machine, and I also have my thread stand there as well. I highly recommend that you guys consider getting one of these if you don't have it. I mean, if you don't have the thread stand, I recommend that you get it for your machine. If you have a single needle like I do, it just helps prevent your thread from getting tangled. So yeah, and then I have a pair of scissors with that as well. I got my big trash can here that's nice and empty. I have my thread, I have my samples, that's the white bits under here. I know they're all kind of crumpled up, but I'm just kind of putting them there because I don't know what else to do with them. Then I got my brown paper bags from Joann's, which as you can see, I go there quite frequently. I like to reuse these whenever I can. I don't know exactly when I'll need to reuse them, but anyways, that's what those are for. Let me wiggle over here. Then I got my label, or not my label printer, my printer. It's just a plain printer that I use to print my orders. And then on top of that, I have the white sample fabric that I use when I embroider sample shirts. I think I got it for $7.99. It's similar to knit interlocking, but it's cheaper and it works fine. I don't have any issues with it wrinkling. So there's that. And then here are all of my pieces that have Heat and Bond Light on them. So as you can see, I have a ton of different colors. I just kind of like to keep them in here so that if I have to make a sample or something or work on an order, I can just grab them and they're all here and ready to go. Let's see, what do I have? Yeah, and then beneath here is just a bunch of ink and stuff like that. And this is newer Heat and Bond pieces. Here, as I showed you before, this is my 5-tiered shelf that I got from Amazon. Again, I still have a lot of fabric that I have to get the comic book boards and ball up, but this is what I have so far. Up top, I have my pieces that are like knit fabric, so I can kind of determine or differentiate which ones are what for that. The top shelf is pretty much character fabric, or anything that is not really applique-ish. And then the other ones are kind of all miscellaneous. So again, once I get more my cardstock or cardboard, I'm gonna do up all the ones that I have, and then I'll organize these all by color. And then underneath here, I have my HTV vinyl for my Cricut. Again, I haven't used my Cricut in a while, but these I use with my Cricut, so I just kind of put those there so I can easily grab them for whenever I do start using my Cricut again. Here's my light box that I got from Amazon for Christmas. So that's kind of overall the room, so I'll do a slow-mo. It's not perfect, but it's much more functional for me. So that's what it looks like. So now let's go to the closet, which I have a light on and everything. So open it up, kick things open here. Okay, so this is what we got. We got lots of stuff here, but as you can see, there's much more wiggle room. So over here, I have my SF-101 that I use for my dresses. I have an ironing board that I got in the beginning before I got my my heat mat that I got from Amazon. These are just a bunch of like hardware that I used to use for purses. I even have some clothing label sizes. Here is just some more HTV, which is at the bottom there. And then I have the two drawers there are, the top one I think is short sleeve onesies, and the one below is long sleeve bodysuits. Here is my first ever sewing machine. So the reason why I don't use this much anymore is because I obviously have a new machine, but I still use this one because my other machine does not have a zigzag stitch. And when I do my leggings and different things like that, I need the zigzag stitch. So machine still works great. I just had it serviced not too long ago. And then this attachment thing is for my Juki TL2010Q embroidery machine. It's optional to use it. I don't really use it. I don't think it's super necessary. So this big drawer I am planning on getting rid of, and I'm gonna use the cardboard to get all of the fabric. This is where I'm planning on putting my next shelving unit. Again, I'm getting the same one that I have just showed you guys before, the 5-tiered one. So I'm planning on putting that here, so that way it can make more room and it'll just look more practical. They're shoved in between there. I don't know where to put that. It's just a bunch of more of the knit interlocking fabric. Here are some more drawers. I haven't really organized this yet, but It's kind of miscellaneous fabric. So I have some fabric that I cut out for XL scrunchies that I haven't made anything with. And then the middle drawer is just some dresses and stuff that I got from ARB Blanks. And then the one beneath it is just random t-shirts. Here is like all my yarn and stuff for when I do my knitting projects, as well as some fiber fill. And then in that green Wegmans bag there, or that orange Wegmans bag, I have some headbands and hats that I have yet to post on my my Etsy, but whatever. And then here I now have a place for my mannequin to go. I do want to get a mannequin for my kids' clothes because I think that would help show off the different outfits better. And then this big thing is where I put my, I have another cutting mat. It's a big long one that I like to use for my cutting area. Alright, so here is a bunch of fabrics, and I have it on the opposite side as well. These are in the corner here is just kind of miscellaneous items for like my apartment. So cords and all different sorts of things. And also you can see I have some empty boards. I like to keep all of the different fabric boards. So then if I do order a lot of fabric, then I will have something to put it on. These are just remnants, and then also little slices of the SF-101 for my dresses. And then up top there is a binder that I use to kind of organize some of my patterns. Here is some marine vinyl that I got from Joann's, and I don't know what's beneath this box, but I'm pretty sure it's stabilizer. Here is kind of my tutu area, which I have not done anything yet with. So as you can see, I have a bunch of tulle, and I think in one of this big box here, I think it has more tulle as well. And then I have a couple boxes for the ribbon that I got in a couple different sizes, which I think I have another one somewhere. Anyway, so that's that. I tried to organize everything into certain sections. And then here is all of my different fabrics that I also offer in my shop as well. So yeah, that's just kind of a general tour of my craft room. Yeah, so I don't remember exactly how much I filmed in this video, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really wanted to give you guys an in-depth tutorial of my craft room once I had everything cleaned up. I'm really happy that I got that shelving unit from Amazon. Like I said, I actually did order another one from Amazon that should be getting here on Tuesday. So yeah, that was just really a big incentive for me to just get organized and get rid of stuff. I still do have to do another purging session because I like to tend to buy stuff and then I don't do anything with it. So that's why I'm really happy that I have this shelving area so then I can visually see all of my fabrics, and then I can pull out a specific fabric and just feel inspired to make something new. So yeah, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I'm actually going to film another video right now for you guys, which I'm very excited to make. It may or may not have to do with my Etsy shop, and may or may not have to do with making more items. I don't know, you'll have to tune in and see. So if you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing and hit the bell notification if you haven't already to be notified every time that I upload. And again, please give this video a thumbs up and let me know if you have any tips or tricks to organizing your craft room, especially tables. As you can see, I have kind of plastic tables that I think I got from Lowe's or something like that for fairly cheap, but I really want a nice sturdy table. So if you guys know of any specifically for IKEA, I think my tables are 6 feet wide and then the other one is 8 feet wide. So ideally something of those measurements, but yeah, anyways, that was kind of off on a tangent. So like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.